So, we have an article for you today.
We do.
And my son was into this for quite some time.
What was it?
It was called slime. Slime.
That ooey, gooey, muddy, jelly,
Slime.
gross stuff?
Yeah. So today, it's not just for kids.
Uh-huh.
Play with slime to pass the time is the title of our article.
How do you play with slime?
Well, you know, when you touch the slime,
Uh-huh.
it has a really strange
Texture, right?
That's
Yeah.
why kids love it. Because it feels soft and mushy, and it just makes you kind of feel good.
Okay.
You never played-
It just
you
feels
never
like
played-
snot to me.
You never played with slime?
No.
You didn't?
Uh-uh.
Kids
My mom
love
didn't-
slime.
I know. Well, when I was young,
Yeah.
my mom, she's a clean freak. She didn't like it because it gets really dirty.
It does.
All that dirt gets in the slime.
Yeah, it
so
picks
she's
up
just
the
never,
dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And for a while, my son was into making homemade slime.
What?
Oh, and he would make such a big mess, and he would play with it, and then it would be all over the place. It's not fun, but, you know, kids love it.
Kids love slime.
What can you do?
Kids love dirty things.
Yeah, they.
Yeah.
So we'll see why slime is good. Okay.
Okay.
Here are some expressions that we're going to cover. If something runs rampant, rampant, it's a little bit formal.
Yes.
What does this mean?
To run rampant means to spread quickly, to spread out of control. So, and we use this quite often with popularity.
Yeah.
Or just anything that a virus can run rampant.
Right.
It's just taking over, and you can't control it.
All right. And also immerse yourself in something.
To immerse yourself in something means to surround yourself with it completely. Kind of like you jumping into a pool.
Water.
And going inside that water.
That's right. You're surrounded by water.
Yeah.
And this is what I like to do sometimes, or very often, is to zone out.
Yes, you can zone out. Another word is to space out. Means to not focus on anything.
Yeah.
You're just 멍 때리는.
멍 때리는 거. It's good. It's healing.
I love it.
Yeah.
Some people call it zoning out. I call it meditation. It's the same.
All right, let's go ahead and listen to that article.
With so much anxiety and depression running rampant in society, people have been finding unique ways to escape for a few minutes. And what better way to escape than to immerse oneself in slime? Not literally, of course. Content showing people playing with and making slime has more than 50 billion views combined on the top 2 social media and video streaming apps. Now, when life gets a little too difficult, you can zone out to videos of people squishing colourful slime in their hands. One psychologist explained that the texture, colour and sounds of slime can take us away from our anxiety and stress for a few valuable minutes.
All right, here we go. With so much anxiety and depression running rampant in society, people have been finding unique ways to escape for a few minutes.
Yes.
Okay, so the first part is basically saying that in our society today, there is a lot of anxiety and depression.
Yes.
So another way of saying that is run rampant. Now, this is not something that we would commonly use in everyday conversation. I would say that it's like more written, more formal.
Yeah, I think there is a little bit of a formality to it. So you may see this in a presentation, but there's a feeling that you're writing it or you're giving a report.
Right. So what does this mean?
To run rampant means that something is spreading uncontrollably. So here, anxiety and depression, which are types of diseases or bad mental states, it's like they are spreading through the society like a virus.
Yes.
And we all know that viruses are hard to control.
Yes.
And they get really big really quickly. So that's why they use the word to run rampant.
Right. And usually, obviously, it's something that gets out of control, so it's going to be something bad.
It's not always physical, so as you can see, your anxiety and depression, those aren't like bacteria-based or virus-based diseases.
Right.
But it's kind of, a mental state, right?
That's right.
In the same way, ideas can run rampant. If an idea takes over a society and they want to change something, that's something that can run rampant as well.
So extremism?
Yeah, extremism.
Yeah. Is running rampant in all across the world.
Yeah, or like violence. If a
Violence.
society becomes violent all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, good examples. We'll give you more in a bit. So they have been, people are trying to escape the anxiety and the depression. And it says, and what better way to escape than to immerse oneself in slime? Now, this is used in question form.
Yes.
And what better way to escape? So why is this in question form? What does this mean?
So this is a way to create interest for the reader, but it's a way of saying there is nothing better than, in this case, immerse oneself in slime.
All right. So it's saying that this is a great way to escape.
Yes.
If you immerse yourself in slime. Okay, so we talked about slime.
Yes.
That's our power vocabulary. But if you immerse yourself in slime, what are you doing?
To immerse yourself means to put yourself completely inside. So it's often a liquid or a goo, some kind of slimy thing that you're putting yourself or you're putting an object inside of. That is to immerse.
So now in this case, we're not saying jump in a pool of slime.
Yeah.
But it's like really get into this world of slime.
Right.
Yes.
So what I explained was the literal meaning.
Yeah.
A lot of times we use immerse to mean completely focus on.
Yes.
Completely surround yourself.
Right.
So that's why you'll hear of like English immersion programs where you are in an environment where you're surrounded only by English.
That's right. That's right. So immerse yourself in slime just means to really like be focused on playing with slime. Not literally, of course. So of course is at the end.
Yes.
Not literally, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
We didn't put this at the beginning.
Yeah.
We did not say, of course, not literally.
So it's like we're not saying go jump in a pool of slime like we said before.
Right.
But just enjoy yourself.
Yes.
Of course. And so this is kind of like an afterthought.
Right.
Okay. Content showing people playing with and making slime has more than 50 billion views combined on the top 2 social media and video streaming apps. So this is simply saying that people love watching other people play with slime.
Maybe we're the wrong age.
Maybe. Okay. All right, let's move on.
Now, when life gets a little too difficult, you can zone out to videos of people squishing colorful slime in their hands.
So this article is not saying go out to the store and buy yourself slime, but it's like watching other people play with slime can be very fun. So that's why it says you can zone out to videos.
So to zone out, like we talked about, is the 멍 때리다. There's not a lot of thought going on. You're just kind of...
And you're watching videos.
Yeah.
So when you're zoning out to videos, it means that you're not watching it like, let's examine. Let's see what the plot is. It just means it's kind of like mukbang, You're just zoning out to people watching people eat.
Yeah, I think that with this zoning out, there's not a lot of thinking going on.
Yes.
So if you're watching a mukbang and you're like, oh, that's so good. Where did they get it? Oh my God, I want to order that too. That wouldn't be zoning out. It'd be more like you're just kind of a blank face watching it.
Yeah. with no thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then, what does the psychologist say?
One psychologist explained that the texture, color, and sounds of slime can take us away from our anxiety and stress for a few valuable minutes.
So I think it can be fun just watching, zoning out and watching, but also kind of playing with it too.
Yeah. Getting it in your fingers.
Yeah, in your finger.
Getting it in your hair.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Sounds like a wonderful way to play.
All right. Let's go ahead and listen to that article one more time.
With so much anxiety and depression running rampant in society, people have been finding unique ways to escape for a few minutes. And what better way to escape than to immerse oneself in slime? Not literally, of course. Content showing people playing with and making slime has more than 50 billion views combined on the top 2 social media and video streaming apps. Now, when life gets a little too difficult, you can zone out to videos of people squishing colourful slime in their hands. One psychologist explained that the texture, colour and sounds of slime can take us away from our anxiety and stress for a few valuable minutes.
All right, we're on pages 70 and 71. It's time for Power Note. If something runs rampant, it means that it spreads quickly and you cannot control.
Yes.
Okay. The wildfire has burned most of the forest.
Yeah, and if they don't control it, it will run rampant through the nearby towns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will spread quickly.
So here it's a wildfire, so you can't, maybe the winds are blowing very hard, and you cannot keep that fire in a small space.
Right. Communism once ran rampant in many parts of Europe and Asia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
A certain type of philosophies or a certain type of government. Yeah. And as we mentioned before, violence can run rampant.
Racism
Can run rampant. Also, heavy use of opioid drugs in America runs rampant.
Right.
It's a big problem.
All of these things are negative.
Yes.
So you would not use this phrase to talk about something that is just popular.
Yes. No. Because the whole point is that it's spreading and you want to control it, but you can't control it.
Yeah, what do I do?
Yeah, right. So literally, like wildfires can run rampant or natural disasters can run rampant throughout the world.
Yes.
But it could be like, something figurative.
Yes. Some bad idea.
Yes.
Nationalism.
Yes.
Run rampant.
Extremism. All of those things. Yeah. So those things all can run rampant.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if you immerse yourself in something, it means to really give your full attention and focus on something. What are you going to do in Italy this summer?
I'm going to immerse myself in the culture and learn the language. Yeah.
So, if you really, when they say that if you really want to improve your English quickly or a language, that you have to immerse yourself in that culture too.
Yeah.
It's
true.
They
say there's like an Italian proverb that says the rocks speak, which basically means you have to be, if you're in that country, somehow being by the rocks helps you with your language.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I studied Italian in university. That was one of the things.
You studied it. How many languages do you speak?
I'm a person. Gosh. I have a lot of free time. I forgot all of it. No, it was just 1 year in university.
Oh, wow. Italian, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, English. Wow.
But it's true. Yeah. Whenever you are in an environment, you definitely pick up the language a lot more quickly.
Absolutely. Jackie immersed herself in learning to bake.
Yes. Every meal.
Every day.
Every day.
She baked a cake.
Yeah, just flour and dough and eggs and sugar and frosting and everything was baking.
So you can immerse yourself in cooking. You can immerse yourself in language learning. What else can you immerse yourself in?
You can immerse yourself in a conversation.
Yes.
Let's say, because sometimes we talk to people, we aren't giving them 100%.
No, we're thinking about something else.
Oh, gosh, I got to go to the supermarket and buy eggs. And oh, yeah, I heard about your new project. It's going. Oh, gosh, and I need to pick up some laundry detergent. Like, we're thinking about something else while we're talking.
Right.
But when you immerse yourself in a conversation, you are focusing 100% on what you are saying between the two people.
Right. So you're having a very high quality conversation.
Yes.
No small talk. Okay. So to immerse yourself, and again, all of our, listeners out there, I know you're listening to Power English because you want to always improve your English.
Yes.
And I always tell people that you really want to immerse yourself with English through different types of media. Like watch movies, listen to music, listen to those the way people speak, their rhythms. If you immerse yourself, it's very helpful.
Right. The best English speakers I've met in Korea, they've never gone
to Hagwon.
They've never gone to Hagwon. Some of them never went to an English-speaking country.
Yes.
You know what they did?
Yeah.
They watched Friends.
That's right.
They watched all 10 seasons of Friends.
Yes. Yeah. So movies, yes. Media, very important. Now, if you zone out, it means you just don't pay attention. You just kind of like 멍 때리다, right? Charlie, I've been calling your name for 5 minutes.
Sorry, I always zone out when I play video games.
Yeah, that's right. It's true. I go to my son's room, Yunso, and he's like, and then Yunso, and then he'll be like, huh? What?
Yeah.
He's zoning out.
Yeah.
Okay? Jill zoned out when her mother scolded her for coming home late.
So this is where Jill, she's...
무시하다.
Yeah, she's not looking at her mom, not listening to her mom.
Just zoned out.
Yeah.
So you can talk to someone and zone out. Like, your mom's nagging you, and you just don't listen.
Yeah, it's the point where your eyes, they kind of glaze over.
Yeah.
Your eye, you're not
And you
focusing.
just say like,
Yeah, what? Yeah.
That's zoning out. Okay, so what I like to do, Cameron, is when I, in the morning, I literally hold my dog and I zone out for a couple of minutes. I don't do anything. I just pet him.
the dog.
Yeah, I just pet him and just I don't think about it.
That's a good one.
It's a good one. Yeah. When I come home, I do the same thing.
Oh,
yes.
Just pet him and
just zone out.
Cute.
All right. So our power pattern today is of course, but at the end of the sentence, which is here's another thought.
Yeah.
You're welcome here anytime, of course.
I'll pick you up at home for our date, of course.
Okay, so extra thought right there. Our power vocab is slime on page 72. Do check that out. And let's thank our sponsor.
한국토익위원회에서 취업과 승진을 위한 토익 스피킹